Good evening, wee Tam, or we hang as you know that wee and Alan. So pre-match Hibs chat was I think hopefully get wee Stacey and John's in the pub, or is it Scotty's know about. But we'll get this going. Rangers said, right, we'll start with the transfer thing. We've just been talking off air. Alan, what did you just say to us off air? What you thought was going to happen? What you think's happening? I think you're probably right.
I said, I think they're leaving us hanging. I think there's going to be signings announced tomorrow night. I think the Americans love all the excitement and drama. So I think tomorrow we'll hear something, hopefully.
Aye. What about you, Tam? How do you feel about it?
I mean, I would rather we had them announced a wee bit earlier than the last day. I don't mind a wee bit of playing with the fans on the social media and stuff, but at the end of the day, we want to know who's going to take us forward to win the league. We all know that we need players, and we need it to just be announced so we can put all our fucking minds at this, basically.
I know. Like like I said off air, I said I would rather. Right, we all know they need to do the media thing. They need to film them the hat, scarf, and the Rangers is the best team in the world and all that stuff. The interviews, but get it out there soon as. But I'm in the belief. I think there'll be a surprise along the way as well, though. And like I said the other day, it could well be that Rangers sitting here right now don't even know they're going to sign him. You know that it's just because there'll be players that are maybe play for countries, so-called lesser countries that are going to the World Cup, but the player isn't quite getting a game at maybe a club that is a substitute and say, listen, I need to go play football for the next 6 months. See, you know what I mean, Alan?
Aye. I think you could be right. Aye, there's that many, ifs and buts, and clubs will only sell to you if they've got a replacement lined up, and they might not, if the price isn't right, they're not going to sell. So you could end up going for somebody that nobody's even spoke about before.
Aye, Tam. Say again, Tam?
That's probably why we've not sold as much. Because we're waiting to see if we can get somebody in to replace them. That's why, like, the Nulo and stuff, they probably will go, but we need to have it nailed on that we're getting somebody that can fill that space.
I think the deal is nailed on because he wouldn't put the Nijmegen game, NAC game, with his agent. I believe that was his agent. He was sitting to. He's not at that game if Rangers haven't given the what's the word, approval. Because remember, we don't need that. That's the beauty of all this. That's the beauty of all this. We're in this position. We don't need to worry because we know Rangers. We can trust Rangers. There's a word that's just popped in. We can trust them to get it right, and I do think they'll get it right. We move on to the guy, Cameron Archer. Right, and I said this morning, I understand why people look at his status and they're like, you know what, his goal ratio's not that good, and it isn't. Listen, it's a fact that it's not. But the way I look at it, Danny is. I hate seeing that light in my bloody glasses. Danny has made players that had a bad start to the season, and look where we are. He's installed confidence into them. He's got them playing well. He's got them. He's got us in a position not one of us thought we would be in. Alan, I'll leave that with you, old boy.
I agree. The team looks more confident. I said before, Chermiti, his stats weren't great when he signed for us. He's been out injured a lot, but he's come in, and gradually you've seen over time him getting better and better. And then obviously he got those 2 goals against Celtic, which has made him that's given him hero status already.
Isn't it, Tam? What about you? Sorry.
Stats aren't everything.
No.
A bad player can get turned good under a good manager, and we've got a good manager on that level. Whether he comes in and starts right away, I don't think so. I think he's going to play a sort of rotational role. He's not going to be that number 9 that we've all been dying for. But he will be somebody that will be there and will provide the goals. He'll be like coming on at 60 minutes with a bit of energy, a wee bit of pace, and helping us out. I would have preferred us to buy an out-and-out number 9. Just to have it there and give Chermiti and Miovski a bit of fight into them as well. Because you're competing with somebody, you want to be at your best. If you're looking, let's Chermiti and Miovski, they're looking at each other like, could be any of us, but they want it to be them. So it'll push them on and have somebody else going into a mix that could start is definitely good for the squad itself.
And the thing is, he played well under what's his chops at Borough, and that. No matter what people say, that's our level. That's a kind of the English Championship at the top end is arguably an even better level than the whole of the SP. I'm not saying for us as Rangers, but he's proven it. And I say as well, Danny, the German lad, what's his name? Dylan, was it Ryan? Was it Ryan or Dylan? Because I know two brothers called Ryan and Dylan. That's why I get.
Ryan.
I firmly understand Roy Stock's position. Why they're challenging, right? And they want to have somebody in. Alan, you can't. There's Rangers fans, there's lads, and rightly so, said on the page, "Oh, I don't like the way Roy Stock are dealing with it." I'm like, why we would do that?
I think it's fair enough. If they're pushing to get promoted into the second tier, which will make a huge difference to their budget going forward. So why would they want to sell their best players and for their title running potentially? So I think if we can get them and then loan them back and get the boy for Southampton, I think that would be ideal if it works.
I know, but Stephen here says Cameron Archer isn't the answer. That means Danny's a howler then, right? That means Danny and the scouts are for the disaster. That's the way I see it. That's when somebody says something like that, that's the way I read it. But I'm trusting Danny because he's given me absolutely zero reason to think otherwise. Now, I don't know. Did we do a presser yesterday? Did Dan do a presser yesterday? I don't think he did he? A pre-match one?
Not seen anything.
I think I didn't. So I wonder if. Wait a minute. This is just coming at my head. I wonder if he didn't do it because he knew all the questions were going to be: are you going to sign somebody? Are you going to sign somebody? Like you two have said, maybe this is part of the drama. And right, but yeah. Hopefully Chitwani starts today because we've seen all three of them. Hopefully all three of them start today. I'm pretty sure we'll see all three of them play at some point because Robbins we saw was training sort of and he had a ball. So it wasn't as if he was, that means he's in competing. That means he's getting tackled. So hopefully if he might not start and there's no reason for young McGowan's fine. I think he's been great. He's just a silent Sam. But I would imagine we might see him from the 30th minute time.
I'll just say no pressure. There wasn't.
There hasn't been it, no. And that's unusual.
Nothing on any of the club socials. So,
that's unusual, isn't it, Tam? I mean, you're all over this stuff.
It's something I've never seen before. Really, I've never really seen a club not do a presser before a game. It doesn't. Now thinking about it, it doesn't sit right with me. Even in in bad times and stuff like that, they've always done something. I don't know if it is to do with the drama or Danny just cannot be asked for the questions because the same questions every week, as you said.
Maybe Danny's in Germany meeting the guy eye to eye.
Maybe, but it needed to do.
Maybe we get private jets and all that stuff. No, I'm probably overthinking that, but it'd be good to see Romans today, though, Tam.
It would be good to see him. Whether he's obviously fit and ready enough for it is the big question. You would hope so. You would hope he'd be all right for the 90 minutes. He looks like a good player. Obviously, we've not seen much, but I think the players that we've brought in look good. Big Scott Wilson needs to start today.
I think he's a start from now on.
It has to be. He's shown that, and even with everyone's backed him up for years. We've all been dying to get him over the line. We've all been disappointed when it's not happened, and now we've got him. So we need to show him the faith that he can go and start and be that player. My ideal for today would have been something like that if he didn't go. I would have wanted him to play, but obviously he's away from home and they have to beat Aberdeen.
Right, but Alan, you as well, man. All three of them. I would imagine we'll see all three today. I'm with Tam. I think Olsen is a starter. He's one of the first names on the team sheet because his creativity and the in behind, and he's got a goal in him, and he can hit a set piece. So how do you feel about all them?
I know Robbins, when he came in, I think he was doing light training initially when he came in, and he's obviously Danny's been building him up. So hopefully you'll see him and maybe give him maybe 45, 50 minutes and then see how he goes on. Then you've got to get the option to bring Magoma on, for example. Chikwani, I really liked him the last time when we seen him against Dundee. And Olsen, I think it was difficult for him, I thought, because Dundee were so well organised. He wasn't getting a lot of space. And quite often you'd see maybe 2 or 3 players straight on him. So I don't think Hibs will defend like that. I think they'll come for us. So it might work better for his play. So there will be more space for him to run into.
But the thing is, and you're right about Olsen, but remember there was a short corner. He took the short corner, then I think it was the second, I guess you would argue, he get it passed back to him, swung in the cross, it was chopped for offside, so we have seen what he can do. Although it got chopped off, it still showed you it was there. And you could see when he gets something, he was cheesed off, not because he was sub, because he knew he didn't give the start that he wanted to show. He didn't play out his skin. But and you said Dundee were brilliant. I mean, they did what they had to do. They just made it really awkward for us. Hibs, if Hibs play well, they give us a game. They give us a game time, don't they?
They do. Obviously, they have lost firepower. They lost.
Right.
They have brought in. They have brought in a striker. I'm assuming. I think he's a striker. Dane Scarlett, I thought. It's a boy that's been sort of picked up for a wee while, so we'll see what he can do today. I don't see Hibs giving us too much of a problem, if I'm honest. They might hold us back a wee bit, but I don't see too much coming from them. I expect us to go out there and win, and probably win comfortably, if I'm honest.
Because
the players have the confidence. The other night doesn't matter at all.
I don't care about it. That doesn't matter.
The other night needs to be out of people's minds completely. We were playing against a top class European side. We had nothing to play for. They had everything to play for. It doesn't matter. Everyone that was playing after the game and stuff like that. No, it doesn't matter. We focus on this. We focus on this. We are going to win this league. And win this league, we probably will. If we keep going the way we're going, we know that we've got a good manager under Danny. We know that we're playing well. So, if anybody else thinks that they're not short there, year ahead, I will.
I know. And somebody wants to, I just want to jump in. But Brian, I've seen you comment there doesn't look anymore. I disagree. I think there'll be at least 1 or 2 in. There's still players coming in. The fact that Danilo's in Holland means there's a striker coming in. We don't drop that. But anyway, Alan, the Hibs game today, how do you see him? Do you see it as a straightforward win?
I think Hibs are always tough at Easter Road. They've been tough at Ibrox as well. There've been tight games so far this season. I always think Hibs are a threat on the counter. If that Martin Boyle, if he plays, for example, he's rapid and he can finish. So I think that's their kind of main weapon. But I think if we can, keep them defend well, score early, then who knows? We might go and win 2-3-0.
Aye. And the thing is, Stacey's just coming in. She's a tube. What was I going to say? Tam, Tam, you're right. For all the game doesn't matter tonight. Hopefully, that was the game that the daft defensive errors are out of system for a few games. I know.
Really hope so. I think I don't want to be too harsh on Andy just now, but the chat about James Tavernier needs to be had soon. It needs to be had soon. Don't get me wrong, that boy was rapid, but you can just tell nowadays he's not getting the legs. He's not got them. He's been a great servant. He's been
absolutely,
but I am in the sort of boat where it's time to say thank you very much for having you. Off you pop.
It probably gone in the summer, but he's here for the rest of the season. It's one of those conversations. You're right, but he's here, and I think he might go off the new contract next year as a squad player because he's never injured. That's I don't want to dwell on Tav too much because Tav's. It's why I really talk about him on the page because it just ends up a shit show. You know what I mean? And it's that.
I've got nothing against Alan, but
no, not at all. It's an opinion. That's one of my pet hates when people say, "Oh, that's my opinion." I know it's your opinion. You wrote it and said it, but I know it's a default comment. But other game, who does Celtic play? They're a Parky, don't they? That's easy for them. They'll hum them. And the thing is, we don't play at the same time, but they start. Our second half starts as their game starts, doesn't it? So I quite like the two of the games being on at the same time because. Make no mistake, I know it's not the same as them both kicking off at the same time because I loved that last week because you saw the lift the players got when it filtered through to the club that there was, the goals were being scored against Celtic, Alan.
Aye, and the atmosphere was brilliant
Teams out, right? Team, you know what I do here? Sorry, I always interrupt. Right, I'm reading this straight off. Butland, Sterling, Tav's not playing Tam. Butland, Sterling, Suter, Captain Fernandez, Magoma, Raskin, Chukwani, Olsen, Asgard. Here's Mad Ali. Just give me a second. I'm reading the team out. Right, I'm starting again because Ali's put me off. Right, Butland, right, Butland, Sterling, Suter is captain. Fernandez, Magoma, Raskin, Chukwani. That's brilliant. He's starting. Chukwani, Olsen. Here's Stacey coming in. Olsen, Asgard, Gassama and Chermiti. Subs, Kelly, Deja, Aarons, Tavernier, Diamande, Ant-Man, Berjame, Moore, Miovski. So there's somebody missing there for the new lot. Robbins. Aye. Right, one more time, ladies and gentlemen. I always do it. Butland, Sterling, Suter as a captain, naturally. Fernandez, Magoma, Raskin, Chukwani, Olsen, Asgard, Gassama, Chermiti. I like that team.
Yep.
Right, Stacey, over to you. Right, you've just jumped in. How did you see that team? Lazy, you two late, but you're getting fined, you lot, for being late.
You're multitasking.
Okay. Right, how do you see that team, Stacey?
I know. I think that's all right. Just hearing it off the back. I'm quite all right with that.
I know, and it's just it's good that we've got the two new lads are in. Roman's obviously because remember I think it was Al. I was Alan. You put the picture in our wee group chat of Roman's training, didn't you? And I thought before you come on, we said that I thought he might be on the team, not starting, but in the squad.
Yeah.
Obviously not because we saw the ball at his feet. So I thought that means he's getting tackled. But then again, it might have just been swinging balls in. So Alan, how do you feel about that team?
It's interesting after what Moore said the other day, what we put in chat about he's not playing his best. Obviously, Moore started the last game and was subbed. But then the new guys are coming in like Olsen and you've got to give them a game sort of thing. But no, I think we've got to score goals after last. I think we've got to score goals. Get the goal difference up.
Tam, Sterling. Wake up, Tam.
I'm happy. I think it's the right sound. I was of the opinion that we'd never see those on Sterling again after events. But it's good to see that he's out there. I don't leave. I've got ADHD and you're messing everything, man. This is me.
I know, sorry, I won't do it again. Right. Sorry.
It's a good team. Tav getting a rest.
Mm-hmm.
We said it just before the start now. We won't dwell on him. Suter, captain. Tav there. We know it's going to be. Looking forward to seeing Big Manny Fernandez play again.
Me too.
Really like that.
Alan, Moore's been, I don't like using the word dropped, but Moore's not starting. I made a comment here where I played Moore for Asgard. But do you know what? Again, we'll always say this, Danny, because he practiced all week. Right, Alan, sorry, I've just the Scotty mic joined. Moore being dropped.
I I think I would rather see Moore in, but Asgard's been playing well as well. He's been scoring goals. He's obviously got to give him a chance, and he's beforehand they played both of them. Where Gassama's been starting on the bench, and so you've got the option to bring him on, and it's fresh legs, and hopefully he'll maybe tire a bit, and that's he's a good player to bring on as an impact player, definitely. Absolutely.
I mean, just people, ladies and gentlemen, it's on. The game is on. What's it called? Premier Sports. Somebody's asked there, Premier Sports. But Ali, see, it's just nice that we're having these conversations about these. Like Miovski as well. People are writing Miovski off. I think that's mental. Do not write Miovski off, Ali.
No.
I think what everyone's saying, and it's true. I mean, he's not really had the support. I think once Roll gets his team in that he wants and he gets the right support, I think you'll see him. Like, Christ, look how Trinita, he's shite, and he scored flipping against Celtic, and he's honestly, it's this monkey on your back. It's like, don't start me. I'm not in this for it.
So, Stacey, look, it's just. We're not arguing here. We're having a chat, but it's nice to be in this position, isn't it? That we've got these players, because impact players are vital. But the thing is, somebody said Asgard's taking his place. Is it maybe Olsen that's taking Moore's place?
See, this seems to be the debate. It was Curtis, then it was against Moore, and now it seems to be, the other players. But we shouldn't be looking at it, this one against that one. It's squad rotation. You know what I mean? And as long as they're all playing for the jersey and fighting for their place, then I didn't see any. I've got teddies on the shelf above my laptop, and this dog is determined to get them.
One of my cats is at the hamster.
It's my Harry Potter ones, and I'm not giving them.
And I've seen 2 snakes a day and all that have been run over. That's always sad. But anyway, on you go. Right, Tam. On you go, Stacey. On you go.
I think it's interesting what's going to happen with the right hand side with Moore than that. So,
but Moore's more through the middle, isn't he, Tam? He's been pushed into the middle more, hasn't he?
He has been. He's played well there as well, I think. I can't really fault the boy for too much, if I'm honest. He's young. Feels weird calling him young when he's the same age as us, but
he's young. He's young.
And I mean, there might just be a bit of a confidence issue around there. I think bring him on 100%. He needs to get the game time, but
he does.
Maybe just the day for him.
I mean, Alan, I don't think it's Danny's said it in the past. They're not. I mean, maybe he's just playing with words, but they're not subs. It's rotation more than anything else. But that kind of is subs, isn't it? But I think he's more about the impact. But let me know they've been playing against the under-19s for the last couple of days. The way Hibs plays, he's obviously seen something.
Right, I think he's maybe going for more width. Gassama's going to give you more width, whereas Moore like to cut in, and if you've got Moore and then Asgard, they maybe just going to get in each other's way, whereas if Gassama will give you a bit more width, and you've got Asgard there, and then Olsen will probably play with a bit of width as well. I think it's maybe just a different approach he's going for. And then you might see Asgard coming off after maybe 60, 65 minutes, and they'll bring Moore on.
Yeah. But something else I've noticed, Ali. What else? On you go, Tam.
I'm just saying that's something that a lot of people don't realise as well, is that your team really shouldn't be the same way every week unless you're playing the same opponent every week. Different teams play differently, and some players are suited to playing against certain systems.
Inside.
Some players. If you are looking for more, then you use your Gasamas. If you're looking for that's been recent, I think that's the way
Doug Tarback, and the thing is, so Ali, what I noticed last week, Dundee swamped Moore. They had 3 players on him any time that somebody was on him. Ali, that was for you.
Yeah, no, so I thought you
Wake
said Alan.
up.
I know, no, I thought you said Alan. No, I'll need to change my name here. No, I mean, getting back to what Alan was saying, see when you looked at the goal that was scored in midweek at Europe, that was from the width. And all Sagasma's goals, if you watch all his goals just now, it's almost like the same angle he's coming from. But no, I think when 3 players are on you, it's telling you something. Honestly, when 3 players are on you, I just think, because I agree with what Alan says, he'll know Hibs what they play like. He'll know what Dundee United play like. He'll know all these like sales. He'll know, and that's how he's adapting his players because he wants to match the impact. Not just if it's the same team, Hibs would say, "All right, he does this, he does that, blah blah blah."
Aye.
But he's not.
Stacey, what I love is the gaffer. I don't want to use the word confuses, but we can't second guess him.
No. That's what I mean. He seems to be wanting to change it up and keep everybody guessing, which is good. And I mean, let's face it, the players on the bench, they're no the worst to come on and run at tired legs. 70-minute odd mark.
And do you know, Alan, I'll go for you with this one, Alan. I mean, Diamante was on. If he comes on and plays like he can, that's a good weapon on the bench as well. As if he keeps the heat and just plays, does that dirty work like he does.
No,
that's for Alan, not you.
Aye, I like Diamante. He's got really. I think he's got really good feet. He can play it. He's got brilliant passing, but he can run, and for a wee guy, he's quite strong as well. Just his daft challenges, he used to cut out, but I think he's stopped. We've not seen that as much recently.
Yeah. Aye. And Tam, one fun. Do you know what I like? We'll go back to the signings and who looks like we might be signing. They're all big. They're all tall.
That's what we need in this league. I think we've got players that can deliver a box. We know that every player that we've got that can play wide can put a ball on a 50-50 piece, basically. So we just need somebody that's going to be able to get up there, get their head on it, because when you look at it as well, you see the height of defenders in Scotland. No many of them are that big, really. There's a couple of teams that go maybe one big centre off, but if we get somebody big and physical and can just bully them, then it's a way to get success, I think.
Aye, because I remember, Stacey, when we played, Danny referenced this, when we played Roma, they just looked giants, and Danny kind of said something along the lines of, it basically said, I need to be big. Like, but we've got Moore's not the biggest, Asgard's not the, Gassimer's not the biggest, Chermiti's a lump, but for always say we need big players, still, you need to be wiry guy to dart in and out.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think with the last year or so, we've seen it, even when we were defending at set pieces and that, like, our team is tiny compared to some of the big boys that we were playing against, and it was like, I mean, was it not one of the games that Raskin was marking somebody that was like 6 foot? And what
Aye.
you know?
I know what you mean,
But it's definitely, I think we need that kind of centre forward, like what Morelos was when he used to back in and use his body to like.
Aye.
Mom called it the bum shuffle, where he used to just shuffle his bum.
Right, Ali, I'll go with you with this one. Do you know what's great? Alan, I think set pieces. No one we're now a threat from set pieces. Alan.
It's great. It's great. Obviously, you've got big Fernandez, who's a target. You've got wee guys like Raskin, who's good in the air. And they seem to be mixing them up as well. They're not always. I mean, you've seen Asgard's goal the other week was a cracker. So there's variation. It's not always the same. Tavernier taking the same type of free kick constantly. There's variation, which is a lot better.
I know. I'll go with Ali this time. On you go, Tam.
That's my point. Who's going to take the set pieces today?
There's loads. Gassimer, McGomas taking them. Olsen can take them. There's players on that pitch. Asgard. Remember an Asgard's free kick? Remember that the other week, man? We watched that again. Here's Shanks in the comments. He's a good guy. Don't anybody give him any abuse. Shanks is a good guy. Better Hibs today, please. I seen a Hibs fan say today on Twitter, they would rather Hearts won the league than Rangers. That's no way, man. That was what you all
I know.
about, man.
I know group chat. I know that yesterday on Facebook, folk were saying, and hopefully Hibs will do us a favour tomorrow. Blah blah.
No, but this guy said he would rather Hearts won the league than Rangers. Come on, man.
Was that the Hibs one? I seen that.
I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's high profile, but do you know something? That kind of disappointed me in a way. I thought, you've just downplayed Scottish football because you're supposed, I don't like using the word hate, but you're supposed to hate each other or dislike each other. But your bitterest rival, you would rather they won the league than Rangers. That just shows how much
Which proves you're a threat. Which proves we are a threat. When people say that, that means you're a threat.
Okay.
Simple.
Aye.
I'll be back in a wee minute. My boys try to phone me. Back in 1 wee minute.
Go on, you go, Alan. On you go. I would got that. Yeah, kids are... Hibs are just a Temu.
You Hibs are team Celtic.
I know. The t-shirt I bought with this, I got it off Thailand Temu. Wait, you see this? I was even drunk when I bought it. It's so embarrassing, by the way.
You need to get the logo bigger though.
That's in the back. I was, you absolute spanner. And the logo's there. I'll put it up. I should have got a white t-shirt. The logo's actually all right, but it's a 4XL in Thai, but it's about XL in European size, our size, so it fits like a.
I would get a doobie. I would get a doobie for me.
No, but it's Asian. It's Asian XL. 3XL, it's a different size because I was going to buy the Japan World Cup strip the other day for Adidas, and it was 4XL, but it was 4XL for Japanese. It was like because I always like the there's Ali. I always like the Japan strip. But Stacey, you've disappeared. Where's your head gone? They two have gone right. That's right. I'll wrap this up now. Right, Tam, what's the score going to be?
4-0.
Stacey?
I think we're going to get a wee 3-0 today.
Right. Right, there's Alan. Alan's coming back. Right.
Alan,
I was just going to wrap up anyway. What's the score going to be? I think it's Ali. Right, hang on. There's Mad Ali back. Alan, Ali, stop. Alan, what's the score going to be?
I'm going to say 3-0.
Ali?
I'm going to run away for dogs.
3-1.
3-1. I'm going with 3-1 as well, right? Listen, everyone's it's coming up for match that time, right? And I'm going to go for a shower before the game. So as usual, thank you everyone for joining in, especially the podcasters, everyone in the comments. We'll see you after the game, all right? Thank you.
See you after.